can actually go into the game called DCF, which I keep forgetting the name of it. It's Digital Creative Framework. Now, first, the description of what it says for the game itself is it, it is a sandbox platform for building and sharing custom worlds, sculpt terrain, design structures, and add AI-driven mechanics. Play solo or collaborate in multiplayer to explore limitless creativity and immersive gameplay. Now, speaking with the developer, we've found that there can be, from what I gathered from him, we found that there can be unlimited things that you can do with this. But he just has to add things in and so forth. So he takes some of our requests and goes things like that. So do y'all know what we're going to be going over tomorrow? We're going to be going over one thing I suggested to him. We get to make stuff go boom! First, let me go ahead and bring up this screen here so y'all can see it. This is what it looks like. Here, let's go ahead and watch the video first. All right, here we go. I'm getting familiar with the terrain part, and I'll show you on that part. So I saw in the video that you could actually remove it. I didn't know how to do it. I actually found out from the dev today how to do that. I actually found out just today how to do that. I'm building up a base. Watch the power lines go from the seeds to the stems. Yeah, the farms all grow. It's a world of my own. Yeah, I shape it to fit. Now the lights are all on, and I'm loving this. So look at all the things you can do with this. Big plans, big world. Can you feel it? Yeah. From the dirt to the sky, it's a whole new trip. This is DCF, baby, and I'm losing it. Form it, build it. Yeah, I'm killing it. Big plans, big world. Can you feel it? Yeah. From the dirt to the sky, it's a whole new trip. This is DCF, baby, and I'm losing it. Who needs rules? I'm a maker, creator, bricks, beams, systems innovator. Build the base, grow the crops, power the land. So you can be the creator and build the stuff. Not just building stuff like the houses and other things like that, but you can actually build you can actually build the terrain and shape it out how you want to. I'm gonna build a track here is what I'm trying to do. You can plant things. Little windmills for energy. Your world, your story, your creativity. Welcome to the Digital Creative Framework. I think they left out some window frames because I don't see windows in there. I'm just kidding. Big world, can you feel it, kid? From the dirt to the sky, it's a whole new trip. Now the lights are all on, and I'm loving this. Who needs to rule it, build it? Yeah, I'm killing it. Big plans, big world, can you feel it, kid? From the dirt to the sky, it's a whole new trip. This is DCF, baby, and I'm losing it. Form it, build it. Yeah, I'm killing it. Big plans, big world. I mean, look at all the things you can do. To the sky, it's a whole new trip. This is DCF, baby, and I'm losing it. So come along, take a ride in the vibe. Bring your ideas and let the engine collide. What do y'all think just by seeing the video? Bring your wit. This is your time, kid. Now don't lose it. All right, so let's go ahead and change our source. And I'm going to show y'all what I have so far. But think of what you think of it now, just from looking at that, and then I'm going to show you what this can do. So when we streamed prior, we did find a bug in the latest update, and the dev has already updated that bug. So we're going to test it out and see how it works. So what happened was the vehicle, whenever you would drive, it would just take your player off of it, or you'd get launched. So we're going to see and test it out with the new map of what we just did. So with our map here, let's go ahead and load it. Oh, and you can actually share your work. You can actually share your map on Steam. All right, so we go to
Construct. Go to world. Nope, I think I selected the wrong thing. Hang on. My bad. Let's just load the map up and do it that way. I'm going to just host. Now we're going to take the ocean off. Create server, where it is a sandbox platform for building and sharing custom worlds, sculpt terrain, design structures, and add AI-driven mechanics. You can play solo or collaborate in multiplayer to explore limitless creativity and immersive gameplay. So what I'm doing right now is I'm in the process of loading my map. Now, please, everybody, be nice. Be nice. This is my alpha map. I'm still in the process of designing this. I was getting used to the terrain of everything. So yes, it is a little sloppy. But I just found out that you can actually I didn't know that you could actually delete the stuff that you put in there, so I tried to make things look prettier by just kept stacking on top. But now I see you can actually clean it up some on that part as well, other than just using the smoothing tool. So I'm learning as we go here. And let's see what we got. So for crafting, you craft your objects. So you can get a crafting bench, a terraformer, a building plan, and the hammer. Now what we're doing here is we're going to look for the terraformer. And now I can go in and level this out. So I'm going to, it wasn't tab, it was zoom out. There we go. So we're going to zoom out. And now we're going to try to smoothen this out a little bit first. Let's select the item at the top. It was gravel. And now we're going to smoothen it. So you can actually smoothen it out. So right there, see the hole? I'm patching up the hole and smoothing all the textures out here. So that can take out the small stuff, the big bumps, and just smooth it down. So we had a ramp over here. Yeah, Ghost. I think the flex would require the bits cheer. So see, we can smoothen the whole thing out. Although it looks like I'm forming this as a leg now. Now, I do see, so you do see that it's based off of your character, where your character's at as you're smoothing this out and so forth. He does have some other plans for it as well, where you can be able to see from above. So what I was trying to do initially was just to smoothen all this out, make it a lot smoother. I was trying to make this more like a dirt track. So I need to put some borders up on the side here. But this is the ramp to come back off if you fall off. So now we're going to turn. And then before I remove anything, I just want to try to smoothen it all out first. And then I'll start trimming it all. I want to be able to add walls. So see how this was so messed up? Now look how smoothing it is. One second. So I want to see first, before I try removing anything, I want to see first what I can smoothen out. Hang on. Because I want some of these hills in there. Now, if y'all want me to carve something in this, let me know and I can do so. Y'all can help me create it. So what I'm doing here as I'm smoothing it out, there's some parts I see I'm definitely going to have to fix up. But I want this. So my idea was this to be an oval track, oval track to go around, and you can actually then put vehicles in it and put like a motorcycle. So I'm trying to get some type of oval track. I got holes in some parts on purpose, and then I wanted to put up some railings on the side. Right? I just want your basic oval track, and then I want to put ramps or dirt ramps and stuff in it. That's why I'm not completely clearing this out yet, because I can actually make some of this as a ramp. So if I smoothen this out more here, and then I make this a ramp going upwards, and I'll just finish shaping this afterwards. Or it can just be a bumpy road, you know? But you have the different options in here. There's gravel, sand, dirt. I did gravel this time around. But there's beach, forest, meadow, canyon, swamp, mountain, tundra, stylized sand, stylized dirt, beach, cliff, forest, grid 1, grid 2. So all the grid textures. If there's something y'all want me to try on this, let me know right now. But first, we're just going to try to smoothen this out, and then we're going to start really clipping it. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. So you can then... Well, all right, so I selected gravel, but it didn't show up because I did the smoothing part. So if I want it to show gravel... Oh, I pressed it too quick. I can then just patch it up this way and turn it all into gravel at the top here. Let's see if I can shorten this a little bit more. There we go. And then I'll smoothen it out. So now I'm going over this terrain. And then we'll smoothen it out some more. Bottom bar lets you adjust strength. All right, so we are now adjusting it here. Also, let y'all know, let me know if you are interested in this game. I do have some copies to give out, and we currently have a contest going on for the first ones to upload, the first two to upload and send me a screenshot of a map. You got to actually do something on the map. You got to create something. You can't just put a dot on it. But the first two to create a map gets a random free Steam key. Now on this, when you create your map, you actually have the hang on. What's it called? Store. Library. You actually have the workshop that you can upload the maps to. And mine right now, you can subscribe to it, and you can even load up my map. Whenever I update it from that part, it'll be whichever one's uploaded to it at that time, and you can even upload it on the site itself on Steam. And other people can then subscribe to it and actually pull your map down. You know, like old school days, like with the Quake 3, the Quake 3 maps and stuff like that, where you just put it on your custom servers. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just putting this gravel up on here. And then as we go through, we're going to smoothen it out more. Apparently, if I hold shift, as it erases on some things, it'll then... Okay. But that takes out too much. Give me a second. I got to smoothen that out now. So as I press shift and it takes out some of it, it then puts the texture down as the gravel. But then it's too much. And now I got to make this thicker. I got to get used to the sensitivity on this. Okay. Try to smooth this out. And so we can just go over the terrain and turn it to the gravel texture. Now, we're not going to go over the whole thing right now, but let's go ahead and see what we can fix with that to smoothen it out now. See. Now, you see how rocky and everything this looks? Now we're just going to smoothen it out. Smoothen it out. Then we can add that rockiness that we want later, or put like rocks to it and stuff. But it looks like here is too thin now, and I need to make it thicker. But look how this goes. Just fill in those lines. There we go. And we just smoothen it out now. Now, this is definitely not done yet, okay? But the question is it drivable? Does anyone that's in here from my group, does anyone in here have the game installed at the moment that would want to jump on and try this out? I would have to save this and then load the map up again first, though, because I modified the terrain. But see, look at this hill that I just, that big lump that was there, and I just leveled it out. And then if you got a hole, we fixed that hole. There we go. That hole is fixed. Now, the smoothing part, I did just simply for the little fixes. But then we got stuff like that. What if I accidentally stacked way too much? All right. So I'm a newbie at this game still. And what did I do? I thought that there wasn't a button to actually undo that. And so instead, you had to just keep stacking on top of it. So what are we going to do? We are now holding shift and erasing from it. Now, what if I change this to flatten? And then, there we go. So now I'm just going to completely delete. Instead of smoothing, I'm going to completely remove by doing the flattening and just remove it. So now that is no more. So you just hold down shift as you do it. But I switched it over to flatten. So if you do smooth, it doesn't like remove everything. It removes it a little at a time as you do that. And then you adjust these bars on here of how you do it. And you can make almost anything with this. There's no real limits from what I'm told. So I mean, you can make like a basketball court, you can make a racetrack, you can do whichever. And then you can upload things to it as well. We're going to change this back over to smooth. Not holding shift down this time, just smoothing this out. And then we'll get to driving. So we're going to add some more surface on the side here first. And then we're going to try to smoothen it out. So I needed a thicker road, and that's what we're doing right now. Now you're going to say how it's not smooth at all. And that's where we're going to switch it over to smoothing out. Ta-da! Now we don't want it too smooth, and we're going to add rocks and stuff to it later. This is really an alpha map for me right now. Got a lot more work to do with it. I think this one here may be smooth too. But what do you say we actually give it a go? All right. So now I just saved it. And I got to remember what button does what. Give me a second. Wasn't Q. C. And you can teleport things. You can put players in, spawner, server. It reminds me so much of the 90s games, the 90s and early 2000s, when you had dedicated servers. You were able to make your own maps and control things, make mods, not have to buy all these extra things from other games. That's what's good about this, because you can turn it into your own thing. All right, so right now, one second. And let's see. So it was where did it go? It was spawner, and then we select which vehicle you want. So we're going to start off with the Bike MX and spawn it at self. So now you're going to take that menu off, zoom in. Let me unequip the tool. One second, the mouse ain't showing on my screen now. It is not working. All right, so let's zoom in. And now we're going to get up and get to the bike. For some reason that's staying on the track. It's probably something on my side. Hang on, this is really loud. Give me a second. Hang on one second. Let me lower this. Okay, and now we ride the bike. Let me see if I can lower the sound. We'll need to adjust it. I'll report that. I'm going to go ahead and bring the sound down a little bit. And I'm going to lower it on my side. All right. Here we go. So now we're just going to go riding. We're going to take our time. Right and slow first to get the feel of it. Now look at this. Little bump. Oh yeah. I created this dirt track, y'all. Alright, now we're going to start going faster. We're testing the track out. Hang on, wait. We're going to change the time. We got to change the time so we can see. So you can even change the time of day. Oh, where'd my bike go? Oh, we'll just respawn it. There we go. And we're back on it. So can we actually do laps on this? Right now, whenever if your person disappears from the bike, you can just press R and it'll re-show the person again. But look at this, y'all. We're on our own track. We're on our own track. Look at this. This is driving smooth. Look at this. Oh, no brakes, no brakes. Okay, wait, there was brakes. We're good, we're good. Look at this, y'all. It's not the best, but this is my own map, and we're doing dirt bike around it. Yeah! Can this go airborne? Oh, no! Ah! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hang on. I'm still good. I'm still good. Oh. No! It threw my player. Okay, so we're just going to get our vehicle back. Where's my ramp for this? I have a ramp somewhere else. Did I take the ramp out? Oh, my... Hang on. We're finding my ramp. I think I took it out. Alright, let's get our vehicle first. So here it is. Ooh, my frames per second are locking up. Give me a second. Hang on, y'all. This is my side. So now we're going to try this again. We're going to put the vehicle on. Let's customizer. Let's check out customizer real quick, y'all. What is customize? All right, so C to customize, huh? So we're going to put the bike on it. Okay. Oh, it just slid right off. Let's try that again. Hang on. Okay. All right, I think it's on there now. Customizer. M. Base plus, wait, police? Oh, you can even turn it into a police bike. And look at this, y'all. You can actually change the skins on it here already. So we're going to put this to more of a police bike now. I'm going to get on it. See, there it is right there. Uh-oh. It won't let me get on it. Hang on. So you can actually select the different ones, the paints. You can select it if the damage selects the engine. You can even select manual shift. Hey, Puzz, how you doing? You say you love sandbox games? Yeah, so that's what this is. It's a big old sandbox. You can create your maps and stuff, and then you can actually have other people go in and you can actually have other people then go into it and build with you and stuff like that. So I was just working on the terrain part, but you can actually make other things as well. Plus, you can also do the vehicles and other items all within there. You can even do farming. You can build stuff. You could see everything that it showed up on the demo and so forth of it. I'm actually speaking with the dev right now on the side in Discord and reporting anything on it from that part as well. And he's giving me some pointers and stuff, the things to try out to show y'all. We are planning to actually talk more about this game tomorrow. I'll have the dev come on in here. We'll talk live for about an hour. He's going to show some of the add-ons he's doing. We're going to be talking about C4 that's going to be added in there. So C4 was there already. He showed us the C4 on the air, but it was, in my opinion, because of playing PUBG and other games, it was a dud. So we said it needed more. Boom! So apparently we're going to be getting that. All right, there. Now it has it. Okay, so now I got the vehicle. For some reason, it wouldn't let me get it at first. Now I got it. So this is the police vehicle, the police bike. Now I'm going to be doing a lot more editing on this. This is not great in my opinion as far as on my side of my work. I'm not an artist, but we're trying. And I'm going to be smoothing this out and getting familiar with the terrains. But look at this. Look at this right now, y'all. I'm going to turn this into a whole dirt track. Just don't drive off. See, look at this. Turn into my own little dirt track. I'm going to put items on here. I'm going to put ramps. I'm going to put all sorts of stuff. I just wanted to start this first as an oval track to just drive. I'm going to smoothen this out a lot more. I was getting used to the tools of how to use it. Here we go. Here we go. Airborne! Yeah! I did suggest to add it to where you can raise the bike up and down. But look at this, y'all. We turned it on a little bike track. I need a timer now as I go around so I know how fast I did it. Brakes! 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 No! Oop. Okay, everybody. I have successfully fell through a map. Everybody knows, of all the games I've tested and played in the past, my first goal is to drive through a map or fall through a map. And guess what? We did it. But if something happens and you get stuck, I believe you just tap the button a few times. Well, something is going on my side. I think my NVIDIA is popping up on it. But that is definitely something to check out, everybody. It's still in the works. Other things are going on with it from that part as well. I got to check and see if maybe it's something on my side because I was getting some GPU warnings on my side. But I was also getting that from another game earlier today as well. So I will check back on that a little bit more.